Good morning. This is Embedded Systems DET 3102 course outcomes. Students will be able to select the relevant microcontrollers for various industrial applications. Students will be able to use embedded C programming language to maintain embedded systems. Students will be able to interpret the communication standards for embedded systems. Students will be able to develop basic applications for the embedded system. Students will be able to interpret features of real-time operating systems. So these are the course outcomes for embedded systems. We have seen this program. LED is connected to bits of P1 and P2 of 8051, and having the C program as shown, we have to send these to the LEDs. So for P1 there are 8 LEDs connected parallelly. So we have to send from 0 to FF, that is 0000 to 0000 to 11111111, and we can use the P1 directly, or we can name it as a P2 LED, isn't it? And we can send it, and we can repeat this. Okay. So we have to define LED variable as a P2. This we have seen. Then there is a data from P1 is taken, wait for half second, and the same data is sent on P2. This program we have discussed. Then byte of data is taken from P0. It is checked for less than 100 or greater than 100. If it is less, it is sent to P1. If it is greater than 100, it is sent to P2. Like that. Decision making is there. Toggling of the single bit is there. So complete 8 bit, instead of complete 8 bit, a single bit operation is there. Toggling. Toggling means previous condition is changed to opposite condition. Off is there, on is there, converted to on. On is there, converted to off. Toggling of 8 bit also can be done by sending 55, then sending A, then sending 55 again, then sending A. Continuous toggling is there. Then there is a buzzer signal if the sensor is detected. That is, the door is open, buzzer is ring the buzzer or activate the buzzer. This we have seen. So some of the programs are using complete 8 bit of the port, and some of the programs are using only 1 bit. So accordingly we can say all 8 bits parallelly and 1 bit is serially we are using. According to that, whatever the instructions are there, we have seen in detail. So again, one more application is there. Data pins of LCD are connected to P1. Data pins of LCD are connected to P1. So LCD is display you have studied in the 4th semester in the microcontrollers applications, in the assembly level applications. And that LCD is having suppose 16 by 2 display is there. Then 16 characters on one row and more 16 characters on next row can be displayed. So total 32 characters you can display. So displaying these characters on the LCD display, there is a memory which can store these 32 characters. And you can display any characters like A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, special symbols, asterisk is there, star, or hash is there, ampersand is there. You can exclamatory mark, question mark, full stop, comma, semicolon, you can display. Small ABCD text, capital ABCD text, 1, 2, 3, 4 text, bracket you can display, curly bracket, square bracket, round bracket or parenthesis, numbers, plus sign, minus sign, you can display. Space you can display, space. Suppose one word is there, IOPE, then there will be space, then LONERE, lonere. Okay. Yeah, EXTC, then there will be space, then IOPE, isn't it? There must be space. Space also is very important. That separates the two different words. So if you want to display EXTC space IOP, how many characters will be there? EXTC 4 character, space 5th character and IOPE 4 characters. Total 9 characters will be there. Along with one space there will be 9 characters. Isn't it? So space is also important. It is a character. And in that memory we have to store whatever we want to display, and we want to uh, enable it for storing, make a write signal, give the write signal, read write, enable all the signal. Then we have to connect the VCC, ground, etc. to the LCD. So LCD module is having all these connections, and if you want to display it a character in ASCII 8-bit, we have to transfer it from our microcontroller to the LCD module. LCD module is having the memory. In that memory we have to write the ASCII code of the, suppose A is there, suppose B is there, C is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, space is there, EXTC, space, IOP, every letters 8-bit code we have to say. So 8-bit are there for connections, 0 to 7, 8 bits connections are there, 8 pins are there. So LCD module is having data pins, 8 pins, then enable pin is there, writing pin is there, read write pin, writing pin, reset pin is there, contrast pin is there. So LED contrast can be adjusted. VCC, VSS, ground pins are there. In contrast pin, some analog variation in the voltage can be given with the help of potentiometer. Just now we have discussed the potentiometer, how it gives the variable voltage in the with the help of potentiometer 5 volt and ground. We have discussed in previous lecture today of open source software and hardware, isn't it? And you are also knowing that potentiometer terminal, one terminal is fixed, one more terminal is fixed, and third terminal is variable in the potentiometer. Potentiometer is also called as a pot. It is nothing but variable resistor. And this potentiometer is one terminal, fixed terminal is connected to voltage level, another fixed terminal is connected to ground level, suppose 5 volt and ground. So two fixed terminal are connected to 5 volt and ground, and variable terminal can be varied to get the variable voltage in the range of 0 to 5 volt analog. And this variable voltage we can connect to the contrast pin to change the contrast of the LCD display module. So there is a contrast pin on the LCD display module. To that contrast pin we are connecting the variable voltage, and we are varying the voltage to vary the contrast of the LCD display. LCD. Okay. So this is the meaning of contrast. Contrast means what? Actually contrast is the difference between the minimum most intensity to the maximum most intensity. It is difference between black and white, dark and light. Okay. So as the difference is more, then that text will be observed more clearly. If the difference is less, then the text will not observe more clearly. Contrast is there, which makes our eyes more perceivable that text or things display. Similarly, intensity is also there. Okay. So these are the buttons for LCD module. You have used the LCD along with the microcontroller in the with the programming in the assembly language. So same thing we are using now LCD module, but we are using this LCD module with the 8051, and 8051 is programmed with the embedded C language. Okay. So it is prerequisite that you are already knowing the LCD module. Okay. Then there is a LCD module. That module is having 8-bit data pins, and these are parallelly written. Parallelly written means simultaneously all the 8 bits are written on the LCD module memory, in the LCD module memory with single T clock. Okay, single T clock. Sorry, sorry. Single T clock, and not single bit is and single bit is not sent over it. All the 8 bits are sent simultaneously. Okay. So this is the parallel communication. Parallel. All 8 bits are sent parallelly. All 8 bits are written on the LCD module parallelly. So this is parallel communication. Okay. So data pins are there on LCD connected to P1. All 8 pins data pins are connected to P1. Then the data pins connected to P1 is connections, hardware connections. Information is latched into LCD. Whatever information you want to display, that is latched into LCD. Latched means it is saved into memory of the LCD. When it is latched, whenever it is, its enable pin goes from high to low. There is an enable pin. On data pins, 8 data pins are there, which are connected now in this case to P1, port 1, P1. So on port P1, whatever data is outputted, that will be latched into LCD module. But when it is latched, P1 is made available with data, and then enable pin goes from high to low transition. Enable pin goes from high to low transition. As the enable pin, there is an enable pin on the LCD module. As the enable pin goes from high to low transition, that time whatever the data on the pins of P1 port, that data on the pins of P1 port will be latched or saved or stored into LCD memory. It is called latching of the data into LCD. Latching of the data into LCD. Okay. So enable pin goes from high to low. It latches the data from 8051 P1 port to LCD module. Because 8051 P1 port pins are connected to LCD module data pins. फिजिकल वायरिंग कनेक्शन तसं केलेलं आहे आपण. P1 पोर्टच्या पिन्स आपण LCDच्या डेटा पोर्टला कनेक्ट केलेले आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे P1 वर जो काही डेटा अवेलेबल असेल, जो कसला डेटा असेल, कॉम्बिनेशन 00000000 टू 11111111 यापैकी कुठलंही कॉम्बिनेशन असेल, जे काही अवेलेबल असेल ते लॅच होईल कशामध्ये, एलसीडी मेमरी मध्ये. कधी होईल, एनेबल पिन हाय टू लो झाल्यानंतर. अँड 8051 प्रोग्राम टू सेंड द अर्थ इज बट वन कंट्री टू दिस एलसीडी. आपल्याला काय मेसेज पाठवायचा आहे, द अर्थ इज बट वन कंट्री, द अर्थ इज बट वन कंट्री हा मेसेज पाठवायचा आहे. ओके, अर्थ इज बट वन कंट्री हा मेसेज पाठवायचा आहे. तो डबल कोट मध्ये पाठवला तर ॲज इट इज तो एखाद्या ॲरे मध्ये ठेवून तो ॲरे 1 बाय 1 ऍक्सेस करून 1 बाय 1 कॅरेक्टर पाठवायला लागणार आहे. द चा THE, त्यानंतर स्पेस, त्यानंतर अर्थचा EARTH, नंतर स्पेस, त्यानंतर IS स्पेस, BUT स्पेस, ONE स्पेस, COUNTRY असं आपल्याला पाठवायला लागेल. टोटल किती होतात, 28 कॅरेक्टर होतात. 1 2 3 4 5 स्पेस आहेत, त्यात 25 कॅरेक्टर आहेत आणि 5 स्पेस आहेत. टोटल 28 कॅरेक्टर्स होतात. तर 28 कॅरेक्टरचा आपण ॲरे घ्यायला लागेल, कुठला तरी ॲरे घ्यायला लागेल. समजा मेसेज नावाचा ॲरे आहे. मेसेज स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट, एम्प्टी स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट, क्लोजिंग अँड ओपनिंग, ओपनिंग अँड क्लोजिंग स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट, मेसेज ओपनिंग अँड क्लोजिंग स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट. दिस इज द ॲरे. ओके, so what will the program, we have to send the earth is but one country message. You can send EXTC IOP message, you can send your name, roll number, PNR as a message. Okay, you can send any message, QIXTC, roll number, your project name, your seminar name, project name, you can send. What we are doing is displaying the message, the earth is but one country on LCD display. We have to start the program, include reg51.h header file because we are accessing the ports. Then we have to define LCD data as P1. P1 पोर्ट आपण LCD चा डेटा लाईनला कनेक्ट केलेले आहेत. सो LCD डेटा नावाचं व्हेरिएबल आहे, LCD डेटा ते डिफाईन केलं आहे P1 पोर्टला. So LCD data declaration is there. Then there is a S bit, single bit, EN equal to, EN नावाचं व्हेरिएबल आहे, सिंगल बिट, इक्वल टू P2 cap 0, 2.1. इट इज एनेबल पिन. एनेबल पिन काय आहे, पोर्ट 2 च्या 0th पिनला कनेक्ट केलेली आहे. P2 cap 0, 2.1. P2.1 हा एनेबल पिन EN आहे. हा डिक्लेरेशन झाल्यानंतर व्हॉइड मेन सुरू होतो. कर्ली ब्रास ओपनिंग आहे, कर्ली ब्रास क्लोजिंग आहे. ओके, कर्ली ब्रास ओपनिंग आहे, कर्ली ब्रास क्लोजिंग आहे. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये जो काही प्रोग्राम असेल तो प्रोग्राम व्हॉइड मेनच्या अंडर आहे. त्याच्यात पहिल्यांदा काय डिफाईन केलेलं आहे, अनसाइंड कॅर मेसेज स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट ओपनिंग, स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट क्लोजिंग. अनसाइंड कॅर मेसेज, अनसाइंड कॅर हा डेटा टाईप आहे. मेसेज हे ॲरेचं व्हेरिएबल नेम आहे. इक्वल्स टू डबल कोट मध्ये त्या ॲरेमध्ये काय स्टोअर करायचं आहे ते लिहिलेलं आहे. व्हॉट एव्हर वी वॉन्ट टू स्टोअर इन टू दॅट ॲरे इज डिक्लेअर्ड हिअर. अनसाइंड कॅर मेसेज ओपनिंग ऑफ स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट इक्वल्स टू double inverted comma, the earth is but one country, double inverted comma, complete and semicolon. So the earth is but one country is stored into that array message. Message named array is now having the characters, the earth is but one country. Okay, 28 characters. Then there is unsigned char z, one z is variable is defined, that is unsigned char, and there is a for loop used with the z variable. Initialization of z equal to 0, z less than 28 is a condition checking, and increment z is the increment value of variable. and this can send 28 characters, 0 to 27, total 28 characters. Because there are 16 by 16, 16 into 16, 32 character space. Out of 32 we are using 28 characters. Remaining 4 will remain blank. So under for loop there will be opening brace and closing brace. So this is for loop. So when Z is 0, LCD data equal to message 0. Z is 0, LCD data equal to message 0. In message square bracket, the characters, the earth is but one country is stored. So message Z is given to LCD data. LCD data is port 1. LCD data is port 1. On port 1, the first letter is sent. Okay. And then En made 1 and En made 0. A high, En is high, then En becomes low. So this is a high to low pulse to latch the data. A high to low pulse generation to latch the data. So this is a high to low pulse generation to latch the data. En is 1 and En is 0. High to low transition on enable pin is there. Then it will latch the data. LCD data equal to message Z केला म्हणजे LCD data म्हणजे P1 पोर्ट वर मेसेज मधला 0th कॅरेक्टर द मधला T हा मेसेज 1 मेसेज 0 हा द मधला T कॅरेक्टर हा पोर्ट 1 वर कनेक्ट झाला किंवा अलॉट झाला आणि एकदा तो पोर्ट 1 मध्ये आउट झाला तर त्या पिन्स कनेक्ट कशाला केलेले आहेत एलसीडी मॉड्यूलला सो इट इज कनेक्टेड टू एलसीडी मॉड्यूल सो फिजिकली द voltage levels of port 1 are now available on LCD module data pins and once this data is available on data pins you can set the enable of the module 1 and enable of the module 0. So this is high to low transition. Now this transition 1 to 0, high to low EN pin, enable pin which is connected to enable pin of the LCD module. That is 2.1. EN is 2.1. P2 second port 0 pin 2.0. So this 2.0 pin is connected to enable pin of the module LCD module. So EN1 केला आणि EN0 केला की हाय टू लो ट्रान्झिशन पास होईल आणि जो डेटा आहे टी चा तो त्याच्यात लॅच होईल त्यानंतर झेड इक्वल टू 2 होईल झेड इक्वल टू 1 होईल सेम प्रोसेस होईल एनेबल हाय टू लो होईल झेड इक्वल टू 3 होईल एलसीडी ला डेटा ट्रान्सफर केला जाईल 3 नंबरचा आणि एनेबल पिन हाय टू लो होईल आणि तो लॅच होईल डेटा अँड 4 5 6 अप टू 27 0 टू 27 सगळे लॅच झाले ऑल 28 की मग तो डिस्प्ले होईल 1 by 1 सगळे लॅच झाले की डिस्प्ले होईल सो तुम्हाला जर हा डिस्प्ले एक एक कॅरेक्टर कसा जातो तो पाहायचा असेल तर मध्ये डिले टाका तुम्ही हाफ सेकंडचा डिले टाका 1 सेकंडचा डिले टाका म्हणजे एक एक लेटर एक एक सेकंदाने डिस्प्ले व्हायला लागेल जास्त सेकंदाने करा 3 सेकंदाने 4 सेकंदाने ओके मध्ये डिले पण टाकू शकता तुम्ही in this way the LCD display is connected to port and send the data to be displayed to the LCD display. LCD display enable is used for latching that data into the LCD module memory and once the data is saved into LCD module memory we can have the display of characters whatever characters we have sent to the memory of LCD module okay in this way LCD module is displaying the memory displaying the text but we are sending that character 8-bit simultaneously. So it is a parallel communication. That is important to see in this. Then driving DC loads. So we know the port of the 8051 can simultaneously send the all 8 pins, all 8 bits data from its port to the external circuit connected, or it can sense from the external circuit and take to the port simultaneously. So this is 8-bit simultaneous operation, which we call it as a parallel operation. And suppose one bit is there, one pin is there, and one bit at a time. Likewise, the 8 bits are sent, then it is serial communication. Single pin is there, and over the single pin, one by one bits are sent, and one byte is sent with 8 number of events, clock cycles. Then it is called serial communication. So this is the difference between parallel communication and serial communication. Both can be achieved with the 8051. Now some other different technical details are there. Driving the DC load is there. The port pins on the typical 8051 microcontroller can be set at values of either 0 or 5, or in the 3-volt system it is 0 or 3 volt under the software control. सॉफ्टवेअर कंट्रोलनी आपण पिन्स जे आहेत ते 0 किंवा 5 ला ठेवू शकतो. In case of hardware, if you look at the hardware and try to understand the hardware details, each pin can typically sink or source current of around 10 milliampere. So one pin is there, typically it can sink the current or source the current. Sink or source means whatever the external circuit is providing the current is synced by the pin. Sink means absorb. Okay, from external circuitry current is taken inside the microcontroller through the pin. That is called sinking of the current. And sourcing of the current is from the microcontroller to the pin of the microcontroller to the external circuit. The current is provided outside. That is called sourcing of the current. Sinking means external circuitry current is absorbed by the pin. That is sinking of the current. And microcontroller provides or outputs the current to the external circuitry. That is called sourcing of the currents. Sinking of the current is there, sourcing of the current is there, and it is around 10 milliampere, which is important specifications we should know. Then and then only we can use the circuits appropriately. Okay, means according to the specification, means safely we can say, without burning, without destructing the circuit, safely. Otherwise the limit is 10 milliampere and we are sending it 20 milliampere, that will burn the port field. Or the limit is 20 milliampere and we are sinking, external circuitry is drawing 50 milliampere, that also burn the port pin. Okay. So this is according to the specification. Either pin can typically sink or source. It can typically sink or source a current around 10 milliampere. The total current source or sink per microcontroller, every microcontroller, per microcontroller all the 32 pins, all the 32 pins per microcontroller means all the 32 pins are considered where available is typically 70 milliampere or capital I, typically 70 milliampere. Suppose the full-fledged microcontroller is operational and every pin is having some sort of task going on. All the pins are engaged, all the pins are used, suppose. So in that case, all 32 pins are considered. Typically 70 milliampere is the total source current or total sink current. So these informations are required as far as driving the DC load or driving any load is considered. Load means it is loading the circuit. Next circuit is loading the previous circuit, or the previous circuit is loading the next circuit. Loading means whatever the amount of the values are there, what are the values are there, specified values for that particular module, for that particular pin, for that particular section, cross section of the total circuitry. These are called specifications for any particular module. And these specifications are to be maintained. It should not be crossed to have the safer operation of the circuit. So every circuit, every component is having operational values. So we should maintain that operational values. We should not cross the maximum limit. And if we cross the maximum limit, it may damage the section or pin or maybe total circuitry. So considering the 32 all pins, typically 70 milliampere is the total microcontroller current. This is to be known. And in designing the external circuits, suppose we are connecting LED and we are connecting LED through some current limiting resistor. RLED, suppose RLED, current limiting resistor. Then how much the LED should be there, current limiting resistor. That value calculation is designed, RLED. What happens when logic 0 is sent, what happens when logic 1 is sent, how it works, everything is called design of the circuit. Designing and connecting the circuit. So here we are connecting a single LED, directly to microcontroller port. We are connecting directly to the microcontroller port. Single LED is there. So there is a port P and pin number Y, PXY. Any pin, any port are 0, 1, 2, 3. Pins are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to 8051 device, any port wire is there. To that cathode of the LED is connected. Anode of the LED is connected through LED resistor to the VCC. Through the resistor to VCC. Anode of the LED is connected through resistor to the VCC. So cathode is connected to pin and anode is connected through resistor to VCC. Anode is always towards VCC, cathode is always towards ground. So whenever there is a ground or zero logic or zero volt, then light LED will be there. LED light will be there. LED will glow. For logic 1, the cathode is also having 5 volt, anode is also having through resistor 5 volt. So there will not be any voltage difference. Both sides are having same voltage 5 volt, there will not be any voltage difference and LED will not have any current flow. If there is a voltage difference, then only current flows. And if both sides are 5 volt, then there will not be current flow and LED will not glow. In this way connection is made and RLED can be calculated as on one side of the R LED it is a VCC, on other side of the R LED it is a V diode. Because it is connected 0, this will be V diode. Suppose it is silicon diode, it will be 0.7. VCC minus 0.7 or zero point 0.6 or zero point 0.4, zero point 0.3. Okay, if it is germanium, it is zero point 0.3. If it is silicon, it is 0.7, 0.6. So VCC minus 0.7 divided by I diode, whatever the current required for diode. So it is suppose 5 volt, it is suppose 5.5 volt, it is 4.5 volt. So to this 4.5 volt, we can have a current such that it will maintain the LED into on condition. So minimum operating current of the LED is there. It is one more specification. Suppose one LED is there and in the data sheet of LED it is mentioned that minimum operating current is 1 milliampere for LED. So always the 1 milliampere is possible to provide from the VCC. And that arrangement can be done by connecting the R LED resistor. It should provide limited 1 milliampere. Okay. Or minimum working current is 1 milliampere, maximum current is 10 milliampere suppose. Minimum working current is 1 milliampere, maximum current is 10 milliampere. It should provide at least 1 milliampere or more than 1 milliampere up to 10 milliampere. So our LED is selected such that it should provide minimum 1 milliampere and maximum less than 10 milliampere suppose or 10 milliampere. In this way also we can decide the resistor value R LED. So R LED is equal to VCC minus V diode divided by I diode. Okay. Simple. कसा काय आला तो VCC on one side, V diode on the other side of the LED resistor and divide it with the I diode. Whatever, suppose 1 milliampere is the minimum current for LED. 1 milliampere असेल तर LED function चालू होईल आणि 10 milliampere maximum current. So you can take 5 milliampere, 6 milliampere as I diode. Okay. Or you can take maximum range. It should not cross the maximum range. And you can calculate by substituting that I diode, you can calculate the resistor. Then that resistor will become minimum most smallest resistor and it can show give maximum current for conduction. So R LED is calculated. Suppose we'll take the example, this VCC is 5 volt. Then this is silicon LED, suppose this is 0.7 in on condition, 0.7 volt. So VCC minus 0.7 because this is 0 na, this is 0. So here it will be 0.7. VCC minus 0.7 is voltage across R LED. So R LED equal to 5 minus 0.7, 4.3 divided by. Suppose we are having I diode minimum working current. Diode knee current is called 1 milliampere. कमीत कमी 1 milliampere असायलाच पाहिजे. त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त असेल तर चालेल. मॅक्झिमम सुद्धा करंट असतो एलईडीचा. सपोज इट इज मॅक्झिमम 10 milliampere. 10 milliampereच्या पुढे गेला तर काय होईल, एलईडी बर्न होईल. We will take safer side. It should work also. It will not should not burn also. We will take 4.3 volt. Okay, because this subtraction is coming as 4.3 volt. So this is 4.3 volt divided by 4.3 milliampere. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3. 4.3 milliampere, isn't it? Between 1 milliampere to 10 milliampere, 4.3 milliampere. So it is 4.3 milliampere. So 4.3 divided by 4.3 into 10 raised to plus 3. Because this denominator 10 raised to minus 3 milliampere, 10 raised to minus 3 goes into numerator 10 raised to plus 3. So this 4.3 get cancelled. It becomes 1 into 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 means 1000. ohms or 1 kilo ohm. It is 1 kilo ohm. 1 kilo ohm. Okay. In this way, we can take 1 kilo ohm here. Suppose some LED may work up to 20 milliampere. Minimum current required is suppose 500 microampere, that is 0.5 milliampere. Accordingly, we can take up to 20 milliampere it is working. So let us take 10 milliampere. Let us take 12 milliampere accordingly. So 5 divided by 4.3 divided by accordingly we can have. So 8.6 milliampere. So it will be 500 ohm, 0.5 kilo ohm. So this is the design of the resistor, connecting the LED to the port. Okay, simple. Then connecting a single LED directly to a microcontroller port. Connecting a single LED directly to a microcontroller port is usually possible. Supply voltage is VCC 5 volt. We have seen this. VCC is 5 volt. LED forward voltage or V diode is 2 volt. Here example we have taken 0.7 forward voltage. Suppose 2 volt. Then LED forward current is 15 milliampere. Suppose 15 milliampere we have to maintain in the LED. We have considered 4.3 milliampere. Okay, 15 milliampere. Then data sheet of selected LED has this information. We have to check the data sheet of LED. Whichever LED we have selected for connection, that data sheet we can select, check. And that gives the required value of R is 200 ohm. It is giving the required value of the resistor R is equal to 200 ohm. So we can calculate R LED as 5 minus 2, this 2 voltage V diode, divided by 15 into 10 raised to minus 3 milliampere. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 by 15 into 10 raised to plus 3. 1000. Minus 3 into numerator, minus 3 in the denominator goes into numerator as plus 3. It has become plus 3. It is plus 3. 10 raised to plus 3. So 3 by 15 is 1 upon 5. So 1 upon 5 is 0.2. So 0.2 into 1000. 0.2 into 1000 is 200 ohm. Okay. So instead of this design 1000 ohm, you can go for this design. If the given voltage is 5 volt, LED voltage forward voltage is 2 volt, LED forward current required is 15 milliampere, and these LED details we can get in the data sheet. Then we can find out the RLED 200 ohm. You can connect this RLED to the circuit. RLED to the circuit. So this is the design. Similarly, there is a concept of pull-up resistor. We have seen the pull-up resistor in case of softwares while discussing the programs. Pull-up resistor. We have seen the same in the, I think, open source software hardware also. So this is a pull-up resistor. Pull-up resistor is usually necessary for P0 and the values used are 1 kilo ohm to 10 kilo ohm or 1 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm. To use the circuits for pins without internal pull-up resistor, it simply needs to add an external pull-up resistor. Okay. Pull-up resistor is usually necessary for P0. Value pull-up resistor चे किती आहे 1 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm. To use the circuits for pins without internal pull-up resistor असतात ते आपण ऍक्टिव्हेट करू शकतो. रायटिंग 1 राईट केलं की ऍक्टिव्हेट होतात. इंटरनल पुल-अप रेजिस्टर. आणि टू यूज द सर्किट्स फॉर पिन्स विदाउट इंटरनल पुल-अप रेजिस्टर. समजा इंटरनल पुल-अप रेजिस्टर नसेल आपल्याकडे त्यास आयसी मध्ये, तर सिम्पली वी हॅव टू ऍड एक्सटर्नल पुल-अप रेजिस्टर. आपल्याला एक्सटर्नल पुल-अप रेजिस्टर कनेक्ट करायचं. कसं कनेक्ट करायचं, तर त्या पिनला एक रेजिस्टरचा टर्मिनल कनेक्ट करायचा आणि रेजिस्टरचा दुसरा टर्मिनल आहे तो VCC ला टाय करायचा, टाय करून सोडायचा, कनेक्ट करून सोडायचा. त्या पिनला पुलअप रेजिस्टरचा एक टर्मिनल कनेक्ट करायचा आणि दुसरा टर्मिनल VCC ला कनेक्ट करायचा. दॅट विल बिकम पुलअप रेजिस्टर, एक्सटर्नल पुलअप रेजिस्टर. इंटरनल असतो सर्किटमध्ये, मायक्रो कंट्रोलरमध्ये. समजा तो नसेल तर आपण एक्सटर्नली पुलअप रेजिस्टर लावू शकतो. इन बिटवीन VCC अँड पिन वी कॅन कनेक्ट द पुलअप रेजिस्टर. एकदा आपण एक्सटर्नल पुलअप रेजिस्टर लावला की मग आपण सर्किट सुद्धा आपण लावू शकतो. RLED आणि LEDचं सर्किट पण लावू शकतो. So this is use of pull-up register. यूज ऑफ पुलअप रेजिस्टर. पुलअप रेजिस्टर लावायचं म्हणजे कसं करायचं एक्सटर्नली, तर एक रेजिस्टर घ्यायचा 1 किलो ओम किंवा 10 किलो ओमचा आणि तो VCC आणि पिन मध्ये कनेक्ट करायचा. दॅट इज पुलअप रेजिस्टर. युजिंग अन IC बफर. IC बफर सुद्धा वापरू शकता तुम्ही. CMOS असेल, TTL असेल, IC बफर. समजा हा 8051 डिव्हाइस असेल, त्याची पिन असेल पिन X, Y, किंवा हा सुद्धा 8051 आहे पिन X, Y. ओके. तर CMOS बफर एक आहे आणि TTL बफर एक आहे. तर त्याच्या लो आणि हायच्या लेवल्स ज्या असतात त्या लो 0 आणि हाय 5 असेल. ओके. किंवा लो -1 असेल, हाय 5 असेल. तर LEDs एका कंडिशन मध्ये LED फुल्ली ऑन, LEDs ऑफ. इकडे सुद्धा -1 LED ऑन अँड 5 व्होल्ट LED ऑफ. ओके. हा CMOS बफर आहे, हा TTL बफर आहे. बफर CMOS, बफर T. Buffer means what? It is a circuit connected between the microcontroller pin and external circuitry. एक्सटर्नल सर्किटरी काय आहे? रेजिस्टर आणि LED किंवा एखादा पुलअप रेजिस्टर पण ॲडिशनली. तर त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला बफर सर्किट जेव्हा बफर IC जेव्हा कनेक्ट करतो आपण, तेव्हा ही बफर IC विल प्रोव्हाइड द required current values to the external circuit that protects the external circuit as well as the pin of the microcontroller. Okay. And as it is buffer, it provides the sufficient required current for external circuit. Sometimes the external circuit require higher current than the maximum current provided by pin. So that higher current can be provided by buffer circuit. Suppose motor is there, solenoid valve is there, relay is there. In that case, the external circuit may require higher currents. So we have to send it through buffer. Buffer is also used to maintain the levels of the voltages. Voltage levels may be 0 and 3, 0 and 5. Those also can be matched. So you can use the IC buffer also for connection. Now we have seen the single LED connection, resistor LED connection, and along with that resistor LED connection we can have the pull-up resistor also. We can directly connect to this port pin or we can connect this through buffer IC. असे आपण सगळे प्रकार बघितले. डायरेक्टली कनेक्शन आहे रेजिस्टर आणि LEDचा, डायरेक्टली कनेक्शन आहे रेजिस्टर LED आणि पुलअप रेजिस्टरचा. तसं बफर थ्रू कनेक्शन आहे रेजिस्टर LEDचा, बफर थ्रू कनेक्शन आहे रेजिस्टर LED आणि पुलअप रेजिस्टरचा. बफर थ्रू LED रेजिस्टर आहे किंवा बफर थ्रू LED रेजिस्टर आणि पुलअप रेजिस्टर पण. So all these possibilities we have discussed, we have seen, isn't it? All these possibilities we have seen. Now buffering 3 LEDs with 74HC04. 74HC04 is the buffering IC. It is a buffer. So 3 LEDs are there instead of single LED. 3 LEDs are connected to the pin. So 3 LEDs will require 3 times current, and if the microcontroller pin is not able to provide that current, And then if minimum current is not provided to the light emitting diode, then that circuit will not work. So that circuit to work, the minimum current is to be provided. Okay. So circuit to work, the minimum current should be provided. And if it is not possible to send the minimum current for the 8051 pin, then we can connect additional buffer. Here the 74HC05 buffer is connected. That additional buffer will take the signal from the 8051. Suppose signal is high, it will output high. Signal is low, it will output low. But along with that logic, high or low logic, it has higher current providing capacity. Buffer is having higher current providing capacity. Logic will be provided as it is. High logic, low logic provide केलं जाईल. Buffer काय करेल, logic will be sensed by buffer. High logic sense केला तर high logic देईल. Low logic sense केला तर low logic देईल. Logic will be same, but logic is the same, but the current will be provided by buffer at higher levels, higher values. That is the use of buffer. So this shows 74HC04 buffering, 3 LEDs. 3 LEDs are buffered. There is a pull-up resistors with the HC CMOS buffers is not required. Whatever the pull-up resistor required are there is not required in this case. Here it assumes that the LEDs are to be driven at 15 milliampere each. Here the assumption is every LED is driven with 15 milliampere each. One LED requires 15 milliampere, second LED requires 15 milliampere, third LED requires 15 milliampere. So there are 3 LEDs are connected. Red LED is connected, amber LED is connected, yellow LED, orange we can call, and green LED is connected. So red, orange, green, all 3 require 15 milliampere, 15 milliampere, 15 milliampere. So total current requirement is 45 milliampere. Okay. Which is within the capabilities 50 milliampere total of the buffer. Buffer is having maximum capacity 50 milliampere and LEDs are requiring 45 milliampere. So it is within the capacity of the buffer. So buffer provide करू शकतो 50 milliampere maximum and LEDs total 3 red, orange and green requires maximum 45 milliampere. So it will safely provide 45 milliampere. And what is the RLED required? RLED required will be buffer is having LED voltage is having 2 volts and VCC voltage is having 5 volts. 5 minus 2 is the voltage across the resistor, and each resistor should provide 15 milliampere to the LED. So if LED is requiring 50 milliampere, resistor will also carry 15 milliampere. If suppose red LED is there, it requires 15 milliampere. So this resistor also will carry 15 milliampere. Amber LED 15 milliampere. This resistor also carries 15 milliampere. If green LED requires 15 milliampere, this resistor also carries the 15 milliampere. So this resistor is having 5 volt here, 2 volt here. So 5 minus 2, 3 volt. 3 volt divided by 15 milliampere, 0.015. So 3 by 0.015 is coming as 200 ohm. So this resistor 200 ohm, this resistor 200 ohm, this resistor 200 ohm. So resistors which are connected in series with the LED are 200 ohms each. Resistor which are connected in series with LED, in the LED circuit are 200 ohm each. So that every resistor will provide 5 minus 2 divided by 200 ohm as 15 milliampere current to the LED. First resistor provide 15 milliampere to the first red LED, second resistor will provide 15 milliampere to the amber LED, third resistor will provide 15 milliampere to the green LED. and red LED 50 milliampere, amber LED 15 milliampere, and green LED 15 milliampere. All these milliamperes will flow through the buffer, and buffer is having 45 milliampere. 45 milliampere. Okay. All three LED 15, 15, 15 milliampere, 45 milliampere. And in this case, buffer is safe because buffer is having capacity of 50 milliampere. Buffer can very safely provide that 45 milliampere because buffer is having maximum limit 50 milliampere. In this way, we can use the 74HC404 buffer for connecting 3 LEDs. So, we can connect single LED, isn't it? We can connect 3 LEDs. So, 3 LEDs are parallelly connected to the same pin. So, as these 3 LEDs are connected to same pin, there may be a 7 segment display, LED display, or we can say 8 segments. So, we can observe here the 7 segment display. Each segment is given the name. This is 7 segment display. So, this is one LED. A is a name for LED. So, this is one LED, A. So, this is second LED, B. This is third LED, C. This is fourth LED, D. Fifth LED, E. Sixth LED, F. Seventh LED, G. Okay. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 7 LEDs are there. And similarly, the dot is there. Decimal point is there. Decimal point. That is 8th LED. So, total 8 LEDs are there. Decimal point is there. That is 8th LED. Total 8 LEDs are there. Since there are 7 segments A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it is called 7 segment display or multi-segment LED. Multi-segment LED. So this display is 7 segment display. 7 segment display. Okay, so this is 7 segment display. 7 segments are there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What do you mean by 7 segment? There are 7 different LEDs are connected in this fashion, making 8-like structure. 7 LEDs are connected in the structure which makes 8-like structure. That is called 7 segment LED. And one LED is connected as a decimal point like structure. Total 8 LEDs are there. 7 segment LEDs are making 7 LEDs making the one structure, and 8th LED is making some decimal point structure. Now this 7 segment LED can display some numbers and characters. Suppose B and C are glow. B and C are made on. So it will display 1. Suppose A, B, G, E, D is made. This is displaying 2. This is displaying 2. A, B, G, C, D. This is displaying 3. F, G, D, and C. This is displaying 4. 5. A, F, G, C, D. Made on. It is displaying 5. What about 6? A, F, G, C, D, E. This is displaying 6. A, F, E, B, C, G. 6. 7. A, B, C. 7. 8. All A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All 8. 8 is displayed. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 8. 9. Only E is not displayed. Only this is not displayed. What is 9? A, B, C, D, F, G. E is not displayed. It is 8. 9, sorry, 9. In this way, 1 to 9 or 0, if you want to display 0, the G is not displayed, 0. A, B, C, D, E, F are displayed. G. Decimal point want, decimal point can be displayed. In this way, the 7-segment display can be used to display the numbers. Similarly, letters also can be displayed. Suppose A is to be displayed, F, E, A, B, C and G. This will become A. Similarly, B. This vertical line, this line, this line, this line, this. Small b. C, A, F, E, D, C. D as shelter, B, C, D, E and G. This is D, small d. Okay, small d. A, B, C, D. E, small e. So there will be G, B, A, F, E, D. So this is E. And F, for F we have to display A, F, G and E. F. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. You can display. And this 7-segment display is useful to display the some letters and numbers, and it is useful for displaying the hex numbers. All hex numbers can be displayed. 0 to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. All 16 hex numbers you can display. So this is the 7-segment display. Now suppose if you want to glow all these 8 LEDs, so what is the current required? 8 times the individual LED color, isn't it? All 7 segments plus additional decimal point, all 8. 8 multiplied by single LED current, so it will be total current. So that's why multi-segment LED is also requiring the design that can consider the maximum current possible. If the microcontroller is not able to provide that current, any buffer like provision can be made. So this is about the 7-segment LED. Same thing we are continuing next time. This we are discuss the structure of 7-segment LED just to understand how it is getting operated. The structure of 7-segment LED we have discussed. Okay. So these are the references. Embedded C by Pont MJ, publisher Addison will say 2002. Embedded C by Pont MJ, publisher is Addison Wesley 2002. The 8051 microcontroller and embedded systems using assembly and C. Book name is 8051 microcontroller and embedded systems using assembly and C. Authors Muhammad Ali Mazhadi, Janice Gillespie Mazhadi, and Mazhadi it is called, and Roland D. McIlnay. Publisher Prentice Hall Incorporated, 2nd edition. So these are the references, or any other book you can refer, no problem. Or you can refer online content also. So these are the references for the embedded C programming we are discussing, or embedded systems we are discussing. Thank you. Be at home, be healthy, be safe. So today we will stop our lecture on the embedded system. This is the unit 3 lecture we have started. Then tomorrow we will meet for the lecture on the, maybe tomorrow early morning you can complete. Actually I was planning today for 11 o'clock, but due to some connectivity issues here in the college institute, for some time the connectivity was lost, and actually it was during this 11 o'clock. So to restore the connectivity it took some 10-15 minutes. So we have started late. Okay, thank you. We will meet tomorrow early morning. If possible, we will meet 9 o'clock, so that till 11 we will finish it up. If you want any other time, you can always ask for it. You can suggest it. but tomorrow we'll meet at 9 o'clock. Okay. Thank you.